Good morning, YouTube! Well, it might not be morning by the time I actually upload this video. But anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to whatever guys or whatever time it is over there, wherever you're watching this, and whenever you're watching this. Welcome back to another single battle. This battle I'm using my mono-normal kind of team, just getting a real feel for like Giraffrig, who's like becoming one of my favourite Pokemon. It didn't really do that well this battle, but I just really love its design. It's really cute, and it's got a little face on its tail, and oh, I just love it so much. So I was just testing out this kind of team that was kind of just thrown together, and my opponent had some pretty powerful Pokemon. I was quite scared of the Zangoose. I'm pretty scared of the Dugtrio, is it? Or is it yeah. Is it Dugtrio or is it Dug? No, Dugtrio's the little one underground. So yeah, Dugtrio. Is it? Not sure. But yeah, I was pretty scared of that three-headed bird thing anyway. And I was pretty worried about Mr. Mime because I know Mr. Mime has got pretty high special attack as well. So anyway, let's just get straight into the battle and I won't bother blabbering on anymore. Well, I was expecting the obvious lead here, which is going to be Golem, and he does indeed lead with his shiny Golem. I kind of like Golem-ish, maybe. It's got kind of like a cute face, but it's got like a weird like rock body, so I'm not really sure how I feel about Golem. So I knew this thing was going to set up rocks, nothing I could do about it, so I thought, what the hell, might as well go for a free Cotton Guard in case it wants to explosion. So he's going to go for the rocks, and I'm at +3 defense already. He's going to now swap out because he obviously doesn't want to stay in and be setup bait, and his swap out means I can get to +6 defense, easy peasy. But it's pretty useless because of the following events that occur. I should have gone for a Thunder Wave instead of on the swap instead of a Cotton Guard, because he's going to Thunder Wave me, and Fifth Throw does not like being paralyzed, so I get paralyzed first turn, which is really irritating, and I was just like getting pretty mad. But in all fairness, we all got paralyzed kind of equally, so it was kind of fair. So I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave on him. And he's going to get completely Power Hacks first turn as well. So I thought that was kind of fair then, couldn't complain then. So I'm going to go for a Headbutt, and it does quite a nice amount of damage. But no flinches. If I had a flinch, then I could have kept my Furfur for longer. But now I'm going to get paralyzed again. This is honestly a paralyzed war. It's just like, then it's going to get paralyzed, then I'm going to hit a move on it, then I'm going to get paralyzed, and then it's going to get paralyzed. Honestly, it's crazy. I just couldn't believe it. So it's going to live my other Headbutt and get another Hyper Voice in, which is going to do huge amounts of damage to me, and I just about survived to get paralyzed again. And then he's going to get paralyzed again, so he can't land an attack on me either. And I'm going to be able to go for a Headbutt and to finish that thing off. I've never seen Power Hacks like that, ever. It's like a war of paralysis. It was terrible. I was like, oh, am I going to get through? Am I going to get through? And I was like, oh, he paralyzed me again. That's not fair. But then he'd get paralyzed next turn. It's like, oh, fair enough. Pretty equal. So he's going to finish off me with his shiny Simple now with a Brine, because that thing's pretty fast. I think a lot of people underestimate them, mainly because they're just so ugly. I think it's ugly. I mean, look at it. Oh, it's gross. Kyle uses a Simisage and it's really powerful. So I'm going to swap into my Georgina the Giraffe, and it's going to go for a Scald on me and do huge amounts. I mean, it is Life Orb as well, and it's going to get the burn, as if, you know, Georgina was having a rough day already. But I'm going to land the Thunderbolt, but it's an unboosted Thunderbolt, so it just lives on like the tiniest bit of health, and I'm like, what the hell, that's not fair. I swear, even if I Calm Mind, something just lives. So he's going to swap out the Simple there, probably knowing it's going to be fast and useful for later maybe, and swap into Zangoose. I'm going to just go for Thunderbolt because that was going to go on Simple. I should have gone for a Hyper Voice. And that's Georgina down, so poor Georgina Giraffe didn't really do much. I'm going to swap into my Linoon of Lord Voldemort, and he doesn't really like those stones, but I'm just going to go for an Extreme Speed, because I knew even without a Belly Drum I could probably take that thing out, and I do, so that's Zangoose out of the way. And in comes Mr. Shine, a shiny Mr. Mime, as you probably would have guessed. I'm just going to go for a Shadow Claw on this thing, because obviously it's going to be super effective, and I get a critical hit as well, so there's no way that thing was going to survive that. And I've got pretty decent attack stat as well, even without the Belly Drum up and everything. So he's going to go into his Artichoke, or Dugtrio, or whatever it is, and I'm going to go for Protect. So I wasn't really sure. I was kind of expecting it to thrash, and then if it had thrashed, hopefully if I protected it would have got confused. I'm just going to go for an extreme speed because I couldn't really hit it with a Shadow Claw, and that's the only other move I have. It's going to go for a return on me, as I think that was return, and my berry's going to pop because that's my berry from my belly drum. Jesus, that's a tongue twister. And I'm just going to finish it off with another extreme speed, so that worked out pretty well. And I'm going to get a crit there with the extreme speed as well. Not that that mattered because of all the damage the first one did. So in comes the only counter really to my Aligner, but I didn't really want to swap out, and that is Golem. So I'm going to go for Shadow Claw, which is going to do nothing. Oh, sorry, yawning. I'm pretty tired this morning. It's going to do nothing, and he's going to easily finish me off with an Earthquake. But I didn't really want to swap my Lilnoon out. So in comes my Swordsbuck, who has obviously got super effective stab on this thing. I wasn't sure whether he was going to, as an explosion, or do something else. So he's going to go for an Earthquake, which I was pretty confident I could live anyway, so I got cocky and set up a Sword Stance, and I do live it, and I'm able to just go for a Horn Leech and take it out and get loads of my health back as well. So that's the Golem down. In comes the Simple with like a tiny bit of HP, and I'm going to actually outspeed this thing, and I'm going to go for a Horn Leech and take that out. And I think that is the last Pokemon. Yep, that is the end of the match. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle, and please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I'll see you around. Goodbye.